Welcome to Toy Business Unboxed, your gateway to the secrets of the toy industry. Here, Jason Shea, a toy entrepreneur and expert in the field.
Every product we develop is really inspired by some of the real life experience that we have with our son.
60% of all toys last year were sold on Amazon, which is incredible.
Be passionate about it because it's a road, it's a journey.
Like when you have an idea that you think is like gonna somewhat like change the world, make things better, I'd say go for it.
We'll guide you through the enchanting world of toy design, marketing, and manufacturing. Now let the unboxing begin.
Welcome back to another episode of Toy Business Unboxed podcast. I'm your host, Jason Shea. Today, our guest is Camaro from Lost Boy Entertainment, a fast-growing tabletop game company creating fun, memorable games for families and friends. What started out as a passion project between a bunch of game lovers turned into a real business after their first title, Plunder, gained strong tractions and opened door for bigger opportunity. Since then, Lost Boy Entertainment has expanded his lineup and built momentum with games like Piles and find enormous amount of success using TikTok to reach new height for the business. So thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me, Jason. Good to be here.
Yeah, so first, take us back to the start. How did Lost Boy Entertainment begin?
Yeah, Lost Boy had a fun journey. We started at the beginning of 2020 with the launch of our very first game, Plunder, A Pirate's Life, which was a side project, passion project idea that we did not think at the time would become kind of our full-time gig. It was this idea of wanting to make a board game that combined a lot of the up-and-coming Euro game elements, things like how in Settlers of Catan, the map is always different, and resource management. Wanted to combine that with the American elements, namely interaction, combat, affecting one another. And we added the pirate theme, which felt very natural. And to this day, Plunder continues to be one of our best-selling games. And it is our most, you might call it, hardcore board game in our lineup. After that, we pivoted to family card games and more mass market retail appeal. And our card game Piles really blew up and has become our best-selling game and has inspired the release of a few other fast, no-turn, dexterity-type card games that are really a big hit and a type of game that can be played by anybody, young and old.
Yeah, and I think you got so much traction on TikTok. One of the best video, you got 14 million views. That got it right? That's a lot of views. So
yeah, Piles has become a TikTok staple in that when we started posting TikToks, we were it felt like YouTube. We were describing how to play. There was a lot of effort put into the editing and nothing was really sticking for our game Piles. And then one day we started just filming POV videos. We would have someone over our shoulder or we would actually wear a neck brace to hold the phone and we would play a full game of Piles. Piles is 2 to 8 players. So we would play one-on-one and film the entire video. It would be a 90-second match and we unedited. We would post the whole video and people really liked it. Because what we learned is the game is devoid of language and you can learn how to play just by watching. And that is exactly what happened.
Plus, it creates kind of sense of curiosity. It's like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, we didn't bother. Exactly. We wouldn't say how to play in the video. People would just, boom, the game has begun. You scrolled onto a video and suddenly 2 guys are speeding to match 6 piles of 4. And people loved it. People really, the retention, people would watch 45 seconds worth of a video and that allowed it to really kickstart its momentum and it's been a bestseller ever since.
I see. Well, I think you just need to try a lot of angles to figure out why they work. But I want to take a moment a little bit earlier. So obviously when you first started, just like you say, you didn't expect it to go full time so quickly. What was the moment you realized this is more than just a passion project? You want to make it into your like full-time career and full-time business?
Absolutely. After we released our very first game, we didn't know what would come next because our ideas were not for other big board games. And we didn't know if the next thing we wanted to make was a drinking game or a family party card game. How do those both work under the same umbrella? And the answer became, it doesn't matter because people don't know the brand yet. Just release what you want to release. And so we were able to enter different markets right away because our first 3 games were the big board game, a drinking game, and then Piles, the card game.
Totally different.
Exactly. So when we found at least moderate success in all three, we quickly realized we kind of had a knack for this. We grew up, we're family, and me and my two business partners are my cousins. And we quickly realized that we understand maybe not, no one understands it fully, but we had an eye for what would do well in a modern game. And when we were doing our third game and it started to get this massive momentum on TikTok, we realized, we needed to stop what we were doing otherwise and focus fully on this. So around 2023.
1 year later.
Yeah. So because Piles launched around that time, and that's when we all started full-timing it, because we realized there was really a lot of potential for this to grow into something bigger than the sum of its parts. And so we were really, really energized. And so 2023 we started full-timing it, and it's been I don't know if you're willing to share some number, because a lot of our listeners that are also beginning their journey or in the middle of their journey, I think based on our previous conversation, you were able to grow to multiple 7-figure extremely quickly. Will you say that's mostly because of TikTok, or what other strategy is working well? Definitely. I would say at this current state, we really owe it all to short form social media content, namely TikTok. TikTok allowed for a game that would have had a slow snowball and slowly built momentum, and slowly it allowed it to peak really early, and not peak, but spike, I should say, to the top of the charts. And it basically allowed us to run what you might call an ad for free.
Yeah.
Instead of having to pay all this money for ad spots, the magic of TikTok and its algorithms allowed it to be in front of a lot of people's eyeballs.
A lot of people. Yes.
That allowed us to start climbing the Amazon rankings, which got more eyes on us. People were like, what the heck is this Piles laundry game that has suddenly been top 5 on Amazon's dedicated deck card games? So we really owe a lot of it to TikTok. And then when TikTok Shop launched, we weren't one of the first people there, but we were still pretty early adopters of TikTok Shop. And having a new e-commerce platform just rode that wave right as it started. We're still on TikTok Shop. And that short form content really allowed us to skyrocket.
And if you don't mind sharing, I'm just a little bit curious about the revenue growth, because you grow extremely fast compared to other companies I have interviewed. I think you mentioned you started in 2022. What was the revenue look like in 2022? And what does that trajectory look like from 23 to 24 to 25, so on and so forth?
Yeah. So all we had in 2020 when Plunder launched, it was 1,000 copy print run, made just enough to get the next print run going. And then in 2021, we had our drinking game, and, all well and good. But in 2023, when we have 3 games and they're all doing well on social media, we suddenly were able to be we can really scale this. And suddenly, you're looking at, a lump sum that you need to reinvest essentially back into the business. And you need to balance what you want to expand in your existing lineup with adding new products.
I guess my question, this is actually a magic number a lot of people are shooting for as a business owner. It's how much time or how much energy do I need to put into my business to get to 7-figure, which you get to 7-figure extremely quickly. So how long does that took you? 2 years to get to 7-figure?
It took us about 3 years.
3 years to get to 7-figure.
Maybe, because that was when we just had the larger lineup. But having more games just helped.
Yeah, true.
A game could do really well, but having 2 games do really well, pretty obvious statement. But
of course.
Just having a more robust kind of set of games. They weren't competing with one another because our games were such different markets. But
different
too. About 3 years. And then from there to get to it becomes easier to grow once you are bigger, because we did start running paid ads. We did start hiring influencers. We did pay for nicer content, more content, and entered affiliate programs. Started sending out samples like nobody's business. You have to be ready to give away 1,000 copies. Free.
A lot of
copies. You just have to play the game.
It's a numbers game. Yes, it is.
And so, it took about 3 years.
2 years. Okay. Because I think this is applied to almost all the toys and game company I talk to. A lot of people struggle in the 6-figure or low 6-figure mark for years, sometimes decades, and never really go beyond that. Because I think just the industry or the type of industry we are in, I would say is a low margin, high volume business. Agree? So in order for it to work, you just need to sell a lot of games.
Exactly. So, especially because a lot of our newer games are $10. They go on sale, they're $8.50. And you really need to push some product.
A lot, yeah, because the margin per unit is not that high.
Exactly.
Our very
first game, Plunder, was and is a $50 board game. And through all of, the time that has passed and the tariffs and whatnot, we've never raised the price.
Oh, really? Okay.
Of Plunder. Okay. But $50 is pretty hefty. And having a higher priced item like that, when it does well, is really nice because so many of our games are 20, 15. And just also having a robust catalog, because where you really can make your money is if people are buying 2 of your games.
Ooh, yes.
So much on the
100%.
fulfillment. So
100%,
finally having what we now have now, which is you might call a line of card games, 4 or 5 very similar games. A lot of people, and these $10 ones, a lot of those end up as impulse buys. People come looking for piles and they end up buying piles. And our other game detonate, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of the pattern I see for successful company in the toys and game space. I was like 1 or 2 hero product, then you really, really try to expand your product line. And also what you did really smart is you have product at different price point too. So you not only have $10, you also have $50, you also have, I believe, one of your products like $80 as well.
We do have an outdoor game that is...
Yeah, that's $80 too.
Yeah,
so,
and talk about a new market to be in. We took a stab at the outdoor market, which essentially we have to treat kind of as a different business because it's so different, but it's so much fun to be in that world as well.
I see. And like as the company grow, like what really helped you to go from one game to have the full lineup that you have? Do you do all the design and coming up with all the idea in-house, or do you partner with other designers? What is your process on that?
So all design from Lost Boy Entertainment is in-house.
Oh, it's in-house. Okay.
We do not take outside ideas. We just do not have the infrastructure. Our pipeline is very, very packed right now.
Yeah.
We do actually offer on our website, we have guides that can assist people in how to do it themselves, because that's how they'll get more control and they'll make more money and they'll enjoy it more. We believe if you do it yourself. But so all design is in-house right now, and it's a balance. We have days that are business days and we have days that are creative days. But as we got busier and busier, we had to really make an effort to restore the creative. Today we put our laptops away and we're pitching ideas. We're playing other people's games. We're testing stuff out. And that balance can be tough because when you have a product that kind of is outselling the rest, there's this desire to put all the money, reinvest it back into this one product and really put all your eggs in one basket. And while that is obviously valuable, there is value in emphasizing your best product. You don't want to leave ideas on the table. You want to just make it exist, put it out there, because you never know when you'll have another one of those products take off.
True.
And then you have a line, and then you're a brand, and then you're a force to be reckoned with. You're not a one-hit wonder. We could have put it all back into our Piles game, but we kept swinging. We made our game Words Are Hard, and Piles and Words Are Hard together now are kind of this great pair.
Okay, pairs.
And so if you've got new ideas, I say make them. Don't force yourself into a box of just one game. Even if it's a great selling game.
True.
Leave room on the table for new ideas, and that's what keeps it fun. That's what keeps it fresh, is those new games and those new ideas.
So currently, how many more games do you have in the development pipeline?
So we have 10 products out right now.
Yeah, okay.
Between the outdoor game and everything like that. And we have, in the total pipeline, there's probably 10, 15. Releasing this year, hoping to release 5 new ones.
5? That's aggressive. That's a lot to launch in a year.
Exactly. We have a couple brand new ones. We have an expansion or 2. We have a redoing of one of our older games. Not to say every game we sold is always a success. We have a couple games that we figured out ways why they didn't do so well at first, but we're not going to give up on them. We have ways that we're going to redo the look, the price, the style of advertising. We're going to redo and relaunch a couple older games. So a relaunch, a couple new releases, and a couple new expansions.
I see. And I want to kind of go to the TikTok side for a little bit, because I think a lot of your success is because all the effort that your team put into TikTok. And this is such a new platform for a lot of the tabletop company I'm interviewing. They just don't know where to start. So like, what is your advice for those like creators
Yes.
that's trying to get into and try to leverage the TikTok platform? What will you do if you go back and do it again?
My best advice in regards to TikTok is just start posting.
Okay.
TikTok is a unique platform, and it's changed all the other platforms to adopt to its style. TikTok is a unique platform because it rewards consistency and it rewards originality and authenticity. A lot of platforms, namely like a YouTube or kind of the older world of Instagram is adopting this, but you had to be really, back in the day, you had to be really polished. You needed really good, editing and actors and lighting and all these things. And the magic of the short form aspect of TikTok is none of that matters. All that matters is you're giving people something they enjoy watching, ultimately leading them to a product they might enjoy playing. So, for example, when we first dropped our game Piles, we started with unboxings. Hey guys, this is Piles. Piles is a 2 to 8 player card game. Check it out. We'd have all these people, and one guy's got a camera while everyone plays, and it was so over the top, and it was such a production. And we would,
and it doesn't work when it's over.
Yeah, we wanted horizontal content. We wanted thumbnails. And as I mentioned earlier, the reason Piles blew up is because we took 50-second, 60-second videos of no dialogue, no music, no nothing, just playing the game. And that blew up. And then even with verbal games, with our Words Are Hard game, it's a game where you blurt out words and you slap cards. POV, doing that worked. And using that style, we connected it to even more complex games. So some of our best videos for our game Plunder, instead of having to be some intricate unboxing, it's really just people playing, and it's B-roll of people rolling the dice and having fun. And then we just talked over it. We just said, this is a round of Plunder. I'm rolling the dice. Now I'm doing this. As opposed to a formal, like, this is Plunder, a Pirate's Life. Let's dive in. It was just a smash cut. You're already halfway into a game when you get there. The confusion of what the heck you're watching forces you to learn more because it's not being spoon-fed. We're trapping you, essentially.
Yeah, actually working in your favor.
You.
Okay.
So that's sure. To go back to your question, my advice is start posting. Don't worry if your views aren't good at first. Try different things, and then the minute one style works, hammer that style. Repeat that style, because TikTok has shown you that style works. You want to make TikTok happy by repeating it. And there's no shortage. Post 3 times a day. Who cares? Who cares about the numbers of posts a day? And have fun with it. Try new things. Don't try not to get burnt out, but keep at it, because you never know what's going to stick.
It's a common problem. People post for a few weeks and no traction. They kind of give up after that. And also, I think I personally struggle with this with social media as well. Consistency.
Yes.
Sometimes you post, sometimes you forgot about it. Sometimes you post, sometimes you forgot about it. Like especially when you first started, how consistent were you, or how often were you posting?
Now we're a machine. Now we're like clockwork. Back then, it was kind of like, well, I would edit a TikTok and then post it that day. And then maybe the next day, I'd take a stab at it again, different style of editing.
Okay.
Maybe I'd try, different approaches, a minute long, 20 seconds. And then at our peak, like we're a toy company, Q4 is obviously everything.
Yes.
Around Christmas, it's like, okay, 4 times a day. Me and my business partner, who we both are the social media guys, he's like, all right, I got Sundays, you got Mondays, I got Tuesdays.
Wow, that's a lot.
I got reminders set. I've got scheduled posts.
4 times a day.
You spend an hour. You have drafts that are ready to be posted, and then you move those into YouTube Shorts, into Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
That's why we finally
that's the
started hiring people.
Of a day. That is a lot of content.
It's grueling when you realize.
120 a month. Oh my God, that's a lot. Yeah.
When you realize that you spent half a day on just short form content, it can be very like depressing, almost very daunting to know that I spend most of my day on my phone editing videos and posting.
Well, but you don't
if
get
a single one of them blows up, you've
exactly like what I was gonna say is that you don't get to 14 million view out of the blue. You need to test, post, and finally one take off, and that is the one that you pretty much make all the money, right?
Exactly.
So,
There's this idea about virality with how fast TikTok is and how much content is being posted on social media. There's this tendency to think that a video blows up, you've got 3-4 days of incredible results, and then the video dies. But what we've learned is a really massive video, 500,000 views, 1 million views, you can see the effect of that video for a couple months.
Oh, really? Okay.
The true huge videos, you might not even realize it, but they are giving you a slight bump in views and then sales for a really long time.
For a really long time.
And so those big videos are the ones you want to move over into other platforms. If you're running ads, you want to use that video as an ad. But you let it run its natural course for 2 months, and then you convert it into an ad, start putting money behind it.
So you're also running TikTok ads right now, right? For your
now
TikTok
that we have been on TikTok for a couple of years, we finally had the budget to
run TikTok ads.
Run some heavy TikTok ads and then do the affiliate network. That's another thing I can't recommend enough is once you're on TikTok, you then want to be on the TikTok shop. And once you're on the TikTok shop, you want to be in the TikTok affiliate program. And you got to be ready to send lots of samples, but that will allow a network of creators to make videos for you. And those are the best videos because if they do well, you do well. And if they don't do well, you don't do well, which is better than a one-off payment of some big influencer. Instead of paying an influencer $500, if that influencer... Exactly. Might go nowhere.
Okay.
So the affiliate network's great. So that's the 3-step process in TikTok is start posting, get on TikTok shop and the affiliate network.
I see. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that have really make a huge difference for the trajectory of the company. Like that's why you're able to hit 7-figure like under 3 years. That's not easy to do.
Thank you.
So, yeah. And also looking forward, what are some of the other channels or what are your focus for the next few years?
Absolutely. As we grew, we obviously wanted to be in retail stores. Nowadays, e-commerce is still a major driving force for all of toys and games. We know that e-commerce for us is still going to be where we sell the most, especially around the holidays. That being said, personally, I think it's a good time for retail stores because a lot of the big ones, Target and Walmart, have really made an effort to modernize their toy and game aisle. They're really leaning into this new wave of gaming that has kind of hit the scene in the post-COVID world where people were stuck at home, they played games, suddenly games blew up. And so I think the retail side, while very difficult to enter that world, is going to be huge still. So for a newcomer like us, you know, you think the Target aisle is only filled with Hasbro and Mattel, but if a game does well enough, the buyers at these stores are really receptive and really open to learning. So for Lost Boy, the future hopefully is a big commitment to retail. You know, we want to be more of a brand. For so long, our games were so different that we just let them do their thing. But now that we have a line of games and we're selling well, we want Lost Boy to be not just one game on an aisle, but a few games, a few games on an aisle. So that is the biggest thing for us. You know, stores like Hobby Lobby and Books A Million, and then putting up, you know, smaller versions into Five Below and trying to get in, you know, mom and pop shops across them for like Plunder, especially getting into mom and pop stores. We love the retail side of things. We love working with the vendors. And so that's kind of our e-commerce we can run ourselves, but the retail side is a network of buyers and sellers and people you have to really work well with. And so that's a big push for us this year is be more on the retail side of things. We have a couple games in Target and Walmart and we want to support them, right? Not every video we post should be just about e-commerce. A lot of the videos we post, we have to try to drive people to those big box stores. And so that's where posting a lot is even more advantageous because a viral video actually leads to more success on a retail side too. It's not just e-commerce. So that's
you
kind
still
of our biggest
posting
thing.
4 times a day? Is that your current cadence? No,
not in. Q1 just finished. It's April now, but not all day every day. But if you follow us, you'll start to get sick of us. Right around end of September was when we really turn the dial up. And
what is your post frequency right now? Then 1 a day.
2 to 3 a day, which I know
that's still a lot. That's still quite a bit. Still a lot more than everyone else I talk to.
Well, in my mind now, it's probably like, you know, 2 on TikTok, 1 on Instagram, 2 on YouTube, you know, that kind of thing. And then as summer hits, you know, it also depends on what game is going because, you know, if a game is just launched in a store, we're going to need to post a lot of those videos. Meanwhile, when summer approaches, we're going to really turn up the posts for our outdoor game. And then for the first time ever, we're going to have a Christmas version of a game coming out this holiday season. That'll be new for us. We're excited. So obviously we'll have to, so it just depends but yeah, probably 2 to 3 a day, which is still a lot. We're a team now. We have more guys. So
Do you
don't
do
need to
batch
go
recording
crazy.
then? Do you record like 10, 20 at a time, then you schedule them out?
That's exactly right. And then
Okay.
that way editing is done in batches. So,
Yeah.
you sit down, you edit 3 days worth, maybe even a
Yeah.
week's worth of videos. And then we also have scheduling tools.
Yes.
We also use now a tool that allows you to click post and it goes to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Which one do you use?
Refunnel.
Refunnel. Oh, okay. That's a lot of similar software, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of those out there.
Okay.
That one's been really good to us.
So
and
you
then meanwhile,
yeah.
affiliates are posting. Sorry, yeah, please.
So you mentioned about retail expansion. How about international expansion? Is that also on the plan?
Yes. So we are now internationally kind of managed by Asmodee. So Asmodee approached us, I think at this point, almost 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. Okay, I see. Nice.
So I think somewhere from between talking to and actually being in business together, obviously some time between, they have been really great. And one thing they really excel at is the international market. They have this amazing network that they've built over years and years.
Yes, yeah.
And so that was something that we were so new to. We were trying to sell on Amazon EU and Amazon UK.
Yeah.
A little bit of success, nothing crazy, not really worth it. We're based out of Los Angeles, getting units there. It was difficult.
Yes.
Meanwhile, then, Asmodee steps in and are able to really slingshot us. So international has been a big push for us lately, just only for a few SKUs. So
not for the entire catalog.
No. Okay. So Plunder being such a robust game, Plunder has yet to get the localization treatment. We're in talks. And the Piles, though, being a language-less game, was our first to be localized. It's in like
I see.
12 languages, 20 countries, something like that.
Nice.
Piles is having a lot of success on the international market, which is amazing, which is such a privilege to be able to sell in different places like that where we don't even speak the language. So Piles is doing good. And then a couple other games are getting the international treatment, but that is something that they're much more picky, which I understand. They're not going to take every game we pick.
They're not going to take every game. Yes.
These distributors. But that is a big focus is the international market and something new that we're excited to keep diving into.
I see. Well, congratulations on all the success. Look like you have tons of projects going on, tons of activities, and also new product launches. So as well, kind of toward the end of today's interview here, if you have to share just one piece of advice with someone that's just getting started in the toys and game industry, what would that be?
My advice for anybody getting into the toys and games industry is to just create it and make it exist and then go from there. If you've got a great idea, put a prototype together, whether it's cardboard and dice from other games, put it together, play test with your friends, get something, make it exist, right? The first step is make it exist. The second step is make it fun. It has to be a game that you enjoy playing. And the third step is make it different. We made a drinking game once. We still have it. It's called King's Cup Extreme, right?
Yeah.
So we made it exist. We printed out cards with text on it. We made it fun. We added original art on every single card. And we made it different. We made it waterproof. All of those things in a vacuum, or maybe just, the art alone wasn't going to make it survive, but the art plus the waterproofing, plus the, we really tested these cards. All that together made it successful. My second step is you can do it yourself. You're capable of it. I understand it's not everyone's full-time gig, and pitching to other publishers is very valid and very lucrative in its own right. But if you've got a bunch of ideas and you're confident, you could do it yourself. You could do a Kickstarter and you could make it without, the umbrella company helping you out. You get to control it. You get to build it from the ground up. That's another piece of advice. And then the other advice is post. I mean, the water's warm. The water's warm. And now's the time too. Social media sites have a lifespan. I mean, it's amazing that Instagram refuses to go anywhere, but we all know that social medias come and they go. And I say now, I don't see the current ones going anywhere. So get on them now while they're hot and just start posting. You never know what's going to happen. And and be authentic. You don't have to be in front of the camera, but don't feel like you need a professional team of cinematographers and editors. You can get your phone out, show your rough game, and if people like it, they'll back you up. And that's all that matters. Is the game fun?
I think the authenticity is even more important because in the age of AI, there's so many fake video, fake AI generated stuff.
I know.
You're just being yourself. People can tell that is, a real video versus an AI generated avatar that was just speaking something.
Yeah.
Random.
Look, AI, use it as a tool, but always the human touch. We might use AI to like fix some grammar on some rule books, but at the end of the day, we're writing the rule book. We have our artist. He's creating this game. Keep it human. Use the AI as a tool.
Yeah.
It's the best assistant, but it's not the final product. The best work comes from within. Just start playtesting. Just make it exist. You can go from there and you can really make something incredible.
Agree. So for those of our audience that would love to learn more about you, your journey, and your company, where is the best place for people to find you online?
Yeah. So we are Lost Boy Entertainment. My name is Cameron. You can find us at lost-boy-entertainment.com. That's our website. We're working on it. But our Instagram is our best place. Our Instagram is at Lost Boy Entertain, one word. That's the way to find us best is Instagram. And then you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm Cameron Ring. Otherwise, just look up Lost Boy Games and you'll find us.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I'll make sure I also put that in the show note. And thank you so much for your time today, sharing your journey and your wisdom with the rest of our audience today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for listening, everyone. Jason, it was great to talk to you.
Same here. And
I wish you the best.
Thank you. And thank you for our audience for tuning in to this episode of Toy Business Unboxed podcast. I hope today's conversation gives you some practical insight and fresh inspiration for growing your own toys war game companies. This podcast is proudly brought to you by Toy Launch, a leading marketing and growth partner for toys and game companies. At Toy Launch, we help brands scale on Amazon and beyond through full service account management, advertising, SEO, creative, catalog optimization, influencer marketing, and more. If you're looking for a proven team that really understands the toys and game industry inside out and the e-commerce marketing, we are here to help. If you'd like a personal breakdown of your brand, your opportunity, or your best next step, you can schedule a free consultation session with us. Just visit our website at toys-launch.com/schedule. If you want to connect with other toys and game founders, we recently created a free Facebook community. It's called Toy and Game Launchpad. You can also find our free Facebook group and feel free to join. For more resource update and industry insight, visit us at any time at toy-launch.com. Until next time, keep innovating, keep creating, keep bringing joys to toys. This is Jason Shea signing off on the Toy Business Unboxed podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much, everyone.